first one is my all-time favorite at the current moment. It's called The Third Door by Alex Benayan. I've actually interviewed Alex. You can check out the interview on my page. This book is simply about mindset and adventure. And if you want to meet Jeff Bezos in 2020, you potentially can, because you could DM Amazon, you could DM his account, you can email his manager or his assistant. There's so many ways that you can get your foot into the door and meet someone of like a crazy stature. So Alex went on this amazing adventure throughout the whole book. He meets some crazy people: Bill Gates, Lady Gaga, Pitbull, Steve Wozniak, meets all these people, and pretty much his mission was, how did they get their start? How did they take that first step, and what were they doing? Because you only see the successes at the end. Second is Shoe Dog by Phil Knight. This is about Nike. Phil Knight is the creator of Nike, and it's a nice book, and this book pretty much just tells you what it takes to build a brand like Nike. So much sacrifice he had to take personally, professionally. It's not a walk in the park. It's not, you see the Nike swoosh, I rep the Nike swoosh all the time, but no one really knows what it took to really get it to where it got, or where it's at currently today. So, and who best to learn it from than the guy who created it. So this is his memoir. Shoe Dog's a fantastic book. Third book I recommend is The Go-Giver by Bob Burg and John David Mann. I also interviewed Bob. He's on my little mini series on Instagram as well. This book's super short. It's a business fable, which I really enjoy reading. It's a story where it's fictional, but it has a lot of embedded principles, life principles, work principles that you can implement on a daily basis. And the main focus of it is that the man who provides the most value, not looking for an immediate monetary gain, is going to be the one who's going to succeed financially in the end. Limitless by Jim Quick. I don't know if you've seen this book. It's kind of popped out. It came out this year. Jim Quick is a great man who had technically a broken brain as a kid. He fell on his head in kindergarten, and he's been a slow learner his whole life. He's now a brain coach. So he's taken his pain and his childhood issues and transformed it into being the number one celebrity athlete, entrepreneur, coach. So he teaches you how to speed read. He teaches you how to retain information more. He teaches you how to have a stronger memory. So this book's fantastic. The last recommendation I'll give to MBA students is The Hard Things About Hard Things. It's by Ben Horowitz. This book is if you want to be an entrepreneur, if you want to start a business, this book reveals all the evil and negatives of it, in a good way. Everyone wants to be their own boss. You want to have your own company. You want to be that guy. You don't want to be just an employee or a cog in the machine. You don't want to make someone else rich, so to speak. But this book reveals that if you want to take that route, it's not going to be pretty. It's going to be very, very hard. He talks about things like firing a buddy of yours who you started the company with. So, when you were just a young startup founder, you had this idea with your friend, and then as you grow, perhaps maybe that individual, his skills aren't aligned with what you're doing at the current moment, or maybe the co-founder position is not really, it doesn't suit him as great. Maybe he's better as a CMO or a CFO of some sort. And he talks about going through the process of firing that friend. So real dude, really awesome stuff. He's one of the early pioneers, with Bill Gates during the early or late 90s, early 2000s. So great book though. Those are the 5 books I'll recommend. Quick little pick, so you guys can check those out, but some fun reads for sure.